right? There's that hero shot. We've lowered the camera to make him feel more monumental. The spotlight of the stage, so to speak, is actually the alarm, right? So it's such a fun fake out. Oh, beautiful choreography. It's theatrical. It's reflecting his character. Today I'm watching, reacting to, and breaking down the cinematic language of Wuthering Waves Resonator Showcase, Brant, the next stage. I've covered a lot of Wuthering Waves at this point, and the animation is always really top-notch and really engaging, so I'm excited to meet this new character. If you enjoy our time together, make sure to check out my other Wuthering Waves and cinematic breakdowns. All right, Wuthering Waves experts, let's try this one out.
The nobleman's dagger failed to take his life. Now wanted posters plaster every street and alley. I crawl through the shadows night after night, still no trace of him.
Tina, don't lose hope, Tina. The immortal return will come back to his stage and the high seas with fire.
I love it.
Still standing, friend?
This is the flaming return we're talking about. I'm not missing this.
Well, there's no fun in watching from here. Let's get ourselves front row seats.
So I already love it. In the first 40 seconds, I love how there's a kind of fake out here. There's a couple of fake outs as we kind of pull back from the camera. We start with the super intimate here.
To take his life.
But what I like is they're initially talking really theatrical, right? Which is a kind of hint of what's coming here, is they actually are theatrical. They're on a stage of sorts. So yeah, I assume that they're talking about him, or at least, of course, they're referring to this metaphor, which is going to end up being Brant, this main character. So I like how they're kind of setting that up, and then the fake out of like, oh, these are the main characters. No, we're going to pull back. And what a fun reveal that they're actually in jail watching, right? It's not just like somebody's nice window.
Still standing, friend?
Really cool character introduction, right? This would be a perfect opening to a film. Really, really intriguing. There's a lot of questions being asked. Why is this guy in jail? Well, they talked about the nobleman's dagger. The dagger failed to strike the nobleman, right? So
This is the flaming return.
and I love this sort of reveal of personality. I love this classic prison shot. You'll see it in a lot of films. It's a perfect way to show that the people are physically trapped while breaking up the shot into 3/3. It's beautifully done. And of course, we have this character here showing his personality. He's completely laid back, right? He's not worried about it. So he's going to get out. We know it. We know it watching this. He's going to get out in probably the next 30 seconds. This guy's trying to escape. He's not worried because he's always got a plan, right? And I love how they teach us so much about it in just a couple seconds, right? The kind of archetypes of characters that we're playing with here. So let's check it out.
We're talking about. I'm not missing this.
Well, there's no fun in watching from here.
And he's saying, let's
get
go.
ourselves front row seats.
I see, he's going to get out.
Easier said than done. We're not exactly the returned, are we? You're fighting rotten bastards slipping in and out of prison like it's a stroll in the park. What I do to
He's already out, isn't he? Oh, okay.
And what are we waiting for? We're not missing this show for the world.
Ooh. The music's fantastic.
Come on. Our freedom is not the Thessalia's to control.
Fantastic character introduction, and it feels like a spotlight on a stage as the color changes.
Our spirits are
Strong enough to break these
I love the energy of the guitar.
thorns of decay. Now writhe in flames. Whirlpools of
It feels theatrical as he's doing this escape, and we're getting a feel for the character through the music, through his actions. He's treating life like he's on the stage. I'm getting the Mask of Zorro vibes from this, which I think is a fantastic sort of homage, considering he wears a mask physically.
everyone.
Yeah.
Together, we shall create wonders.
And there he is. He's on the stage now.
Hold it right there, you circus.
Yeah, and something I love about the character is like right there. No, he's gonna stop and he's gonna wave to the audience, even though he's in the midst of a chase where people are trying to destroy him. No, he's gonna take that second and he's gonna wave to the audience and relish it, which again says so much about him. This is a really cool chase scene, but it's interesting because it's kind of intercut and combined with this idea that he's on the stage, and we're getting a lot of jump cuts if you pay attention really closely. What I like here is this transition, right? He's gonna have this hero shot. We're gonna pull the camera down to make him feel a little bit more, right?
To control.
There's that hero shot. We've lowered the camera to make him feel more monumental. The spotlight of the stage, so to speak, is actually the alarm, right? So it's such a fun fake out.
To break these cages.
Thorns of
decay. Now writhe in flames.
And we have layers here. They're actually narrating his escape. And he's pretending he's the character sort of as like an inspiration.
Be undone by a sword. We need only prepare to welcome his
But we learn a lot from the scene. He's actually carrying his cellmate with him. So he's not just a cold guy.
Together, we shall create wonders.
And there it is, of course, this nice, everybody's posing beautifully. They don't even question that he's there and he's on the ground all messed up. But what I like about it is, yeah, he's someone who is going to help people. He's not just like a cold guy who's only concerned with himself. He's going to have fun. He's going to make it stylish, and he's going to save his cellmate at the same time. So I really like it, and I'm waiting to kind of peel back another layer of this character and see what he's all about. Now that he's out, he's still being chased. Let's see. You can tell he's very like, you know, living life by the day. Oh, I love it.
I shall turn the tears of ravagers into sweet rain from above,
Beautiful shot.
and the howls of oppressors into the people's laughter.
Oh man, the music choice was so
Mounds of
good for
vanity
this.
built on tainted riches.
Oh,
My blade shall cleanse their corruption.
oh, beautiful choreography. It's theatrical.
The bells
It's
of the
casual.
have lost their true tone.
It's reflecting his character.
Let my words compose a new chorale. The immortal return
Oh, the violin adds so much.
in the hearts of the worthy.
Oh man, I love that camera move, using the chain and using his sword as motivation there. Wow. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. Wuthering Waves. I think it's not over, yeah. Really, really awesome. We got to look at that chase scene again,
Thank
that
you
fight
for
scene
coming,
again,
friends.
in detail.
That's a wrap for today's show from the Troupe of Fools.
Oh. Oh, that's a clever way to raise the sail. Okay. He's always playing with expectation. You never know what he's going to do
Hey,
next.
Tina.
You never know what he's
do you
going to do
think?
next.
Was that a new escape record?
Yep, and fastest bounty throwaway as well.
Yep, see? We get the reveal of why he was in there. Bounty throwaway.
Stocked up in advance.
Oh, he got a hat?
Got more wanted posters. We could do a few more runs of this.
A few more runs.
Course is set and we're ready for the seas.
I love it. Got a
Righto.
great hat,
Let's
too.
take this show to the next stage, shall we?
Love it. So, of course, they all were part of his troupe, right? So what a fun reveal that at the beginning, these very people, it was all part of his elaborate escape, and it was a bit of a show. All this, you know, what are we going to do? We need him back. He was going to break out. He was going to be part of the show. That's why they weren't surprised when he lands over here after escaping with his friend. They weren't in the least bit surprised. They were actually posing as they expected him, and they kind of match his outfit too. So it makes sense that that is his troupe, his crew, if you will. He's a captain of a ship. I love it. It's very Final Fantasy IX to me. The idea of this kind of traveling troupe who's kind of theatrical and stealing. I think it's so much fun. If you've ever played that game, it's a classic. But yeah, there's so much to talk about here. I want to go back to the fight scene because we talked about a lot of the other stuff.
People's laughter.
But I love how he's just kind of living day by day. Again, very Mask of Zorro, Mark of Zorro vibes here. If you've ever seen those films, the old ones or the newer ones with Antonio Banderas are very good as well. I want to see this because it really does a good job of showcasing his personality through the
My
choreography.
blade shall cleanse their corruption.
Yeah, I love it. And it's very dance-like as he moves and he parries the swords. He's using the parry, which, if you don't know, it's just kind of redirecting a strike as opposed to, being aggressive and striking. You're going to use the momentum of an attack to parry it. So he's using that to have a very dance-like movement in his choreography. Look at this. Isn't that awesome?
The bells of evening prayers have lost their true tone.
And I love the flourish in the music as he jumps off, and it's like I said, you never know what he's gonna do next, right? It's like, oh, did he just jump off the bridge to his doom? Well, no, he's gonna land on the gondola. Of course, it's Venetian style gondola that's like alive. It's awesome. You never know what he's gonna do next, and he does that several times throughout the video.
Let my
Right.
words compose a new
Look,
chorale.
jumps off. He's already off the gondola.
The immortal returned. Lives in the hearts of the worthy.
Yeah, I love this shot. This might be one of my favorite shots from the piece. So he jumps up here. I want to analyze it.
Live.
So look at this. He flies through the air. He starts spinning. We're going to use the blade Beautiful out of focus. It's almost like the camera gets attached to the blade. Like I always talk about, I love when we use motivation for the camera movement. And you can see that beautiful out of focus blade now, almost like the camera's just stuck on it. And now watch this, it's gonna turn. Beautiful feeling. Kind of anchors the camera. It's ironic, there's an anchor in the shot. And then look at this. Boom! And we're using it, we're cutting to the music, we're cutting to the sound design. And there's that hero shot again. It's theatrical. Everything the guy does is like he's up on a stage, right? He's always going to strike that pose. He's always going to take that extra second to kind of appear imposing and theatrical. We love that. And they're like, we can't fight this guy. I love that shot too. And look at how the music, right as the music cuts. I mean, come on. It's so much fun. I love it. This is a really cool portrait too. If we go back a few frames, you see that in detail. Yeah, I love that. I love how the sword literally goes through the camera too. This would be an impossible camera move here. Well, not necessarily. If it was an extremely long lens, which it is not quite enough here to do that. But yeah, he just destroys the camera. And there's a really fun portrait. The mask too is interesting. I'm really curious about the lore of the mask, if it does go deeper than that, or if it's just kind of part of his persona and his troupe. And I love the ending.
There's for coming, friends.
Yet another piece here where you don't know what he's going to do.
That's a wrap for today's show from the troupe of...
Even as he talks to his crew, you know, he's in this kind of like stage-like presence.
Fools.
And he obviously is a very fair captain and a very kind of honorable guy to his crew. The way that he treats them, because look at their reaction, right? They love him. He rewards them. They said, I mean, there it is again. What's he doing? He's dropping off the thing. Nah, he's going to, of course, raise the sail as he falls. You just never know what his next move is. And I think that's a really fun character.
Hey, Tina. What do you think? Was that a new escape record?
Yep. Fastest bounty throwaway as well.
I love it.
Good thing we stocked up in advance.
Got more wanted posters. We could do a few more runs of this.
A few more runs is so funny of that. But yeah, I love this kind of feeling where I'm telling you, this is a good start to a film. You could see this turning into a whole movie right here, right? This is the opening, of course, before he would have his sort of, you know, something is going to change in his life and stop him from doing this. I love it.
Righto.
What did it say on his hat?
Let's take this show to the next stage, shall we?
Yeah, I love that. And that's just like really personifies, you know, the open horizon, what's going to be next. We're going out to an open adventure. And yeah, it's just a really fun video. My favorite part is probably the choreography. I want to see that one parry again. Really well done.
Riches. My blade shall cleanse their corruption.
Yeah. Really nice. As you can see, he's going to redirect his momentum over there. But what I like about it too is he's not a ruthless guy. You know, he's not like just killing his people. He's jumping off them. He's parrying them, you know, escaping. He's more concerned with that cash for his crew and sort of the fun of it all. I think just reveling in the fun of it. But yeah, really fun character. We'll end on this this awesome frame again here. There you go. Yeah, really fun. I thought it was really engaging and super creative character. I've definitely not seen something with that kind of Zorro vibe in a game like this. So let me know what you guys think as well. What else should I react to from Wuthering Waves or other games? Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you here on the channel. Also, our Discord. We have a community of video games that you can talk about various different topics. And of course, follow over on Twitch. Check out my couples channel with my fiance. And I'll talk to you guys soon.